Well, we got a little bit of different music playing in the background here today. Welcome to another live broadcast. This is a trial. Today we are doing a little bit of a trial on Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? I believe it's November the 11th of the year 2020. I'm excited to be here, my friends. It's a privilege and an honor. And I'm going to take on some questions. I'm going to take on your challenges tonight. Hopefully on this program, I'll be able to help you. Because if I can help you, I'm going to help myself in the process. Anyways, I'm just enjoying some non-copyright background music. Hopefully I won't get dinged for it. YouTube likes to ding me for this kind of stuff. And as I said earlier, this is Solutions and Answers Live with your breakthrough coach, the world's #1 problem gambling annihilator, Santos Jr., Stockton, California, soldiers of selfmastery.com. I'm going to be here for a little while with you. I'm hoping, I don't know if we're going to get anybody. Honestly, I don't know, because we haven't done this broadcast on Wednesdays because of a lack of activity. So we're going to try this again because I really want to help people, right? That's what it's about. It's about serving others. It's about your mission. It's about your mission. So I see a few people have joined. I want to welcome you. This is an international broadcast. I want to welcome you from around the world. What I usually do is I have people come on and they ask me questions and we interact. I also give the opportunity to have you, if you want to come, if you're there, I see somebody, if you're there and you want to come on the camera and you want to share something with the world, you want to share something with me, you want to motivate others, you want to inspire, or maybe you've got a serious dilemma, right? Your car's broken down, your four wheels are flat, and you're on the side of the road, man. You need some help. You need some help, right? I'm glad you're here. So that's what this program is really all about. It's about searching. It's about finding answers, solutions, and problem gambling. Anything, really. We can talk about anything. I will bring up a couple of things later on in the broadcast. Just a couple of thoughts that I have. In particular, one on deep breathing, and the other one's going to be on self-talk. But in the meantime, I'm going to hold back a little bit. I want to focus, and I want to see those of you that are here, present your question. You want to come on board? Hey, there's no, this is kind of like a pilot program, maybe, for me. I just enjoy coming live and motivating and inspiring people, because why do I love that so much? Why do I enjoy that so much? Because every time that I do that, it seems to have a way of boomerang right back into my life. Does that make sense to you? That whatever you put out, it has a boomerang effect? So be careful what you put out. What I'll do is, since we're going to be here, typically we're here about 30 minutes. Sometimes we're here a little bit longer, depending on the activity that I get. I might do a little bit of reading from my book, The Little Red Book. Possibly get into that here in a few minutes. If I don't get a question, I'm just going to pop open a page and I'm going to start reading. And again, typically if I get people that come on board, I'm not a $1 million YouTuber yet, right? I don't have 1 million subscribers on my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel is still small. I don't have a big base, but we're working on hitting that milestone of 4,000 subscribers. That's a big deal to me. It is a big deal. Why? Because we're reaching young people in Italy. We're reaching young people in the UK. We're reaching people in the Middle East. We're reaching people in the United States. Would you believe that one? We're actually reaching people in the United States. Anyways, wow. I've opened up to page 75. I want to welcome those of you that are here. Before I get into reading and maybe just talk a little bit about my book, I want to acknowledge those of you that are here. Nicola Castellano, hey, welcome. Good to see you, brother. We're just, this is a free-for-all right here on a Wednesday night. Typically, we have this program on Fridays, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and Sundays. That's kind of like the, what do they call that? The word isn't coming to me right now. Anyways, YouTuber in the making, welcome to the broadcast. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans, by the way. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the YouTuber in the making. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Happy veterans. Thank you for your service, and for all the veterans worldwide, the ones that can hear me and pick up on my voice, my vibration, let me see, my vibrato. Go across the world for all the veterans. I want to send a shout out. There might be a young man and his family, might be. I just started doing TikTok. You guys on TikTok? I don't know if you want to be there, but anyways, I just decided to go on TikTok. I'm on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube. And I met a young man. I just started putting up some material, and I connected with somebody by the name of Brian. I won't say his last name because I don't have his permission, but his name's Brian. He's from TikTok. Seems like a cool guy. And we connected, and who knows? Everything that happens in our lives has a reason and a purpose. Do you think about that? Everything that happens, even bad things, right? Bad things happen to us. I had a bad thing happen to me back in 2014. I crashed. I hit rock bottom. I lost almost everything, right? I still had some dignity left. I still had some rear end, and my butt wasn't chewed up that much. So that was a bad thing that happened to me. But from there, I was able to create a new life journey for myself. So that bad thing that happened turned out to be a blessing. You relate to that? You will now. So I did want to mention in a little bit, just before we end the broadcast, because I think we're probably going to end at the 30-minute mark here today. I want to mention just a few things. The benefits of deep breathing. And you don't have to be a problem gambler. You don't have to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to be a family man with, I've been married for 24 years. So the benefits of deep breathing, I call it deep breathing times 3, is excellent. And it will help you in many different ways. It will help you in many different ways personally. I don't know how it will help you. I can just share some of the ideas that I get, or the benefits that I get. I'll share some of those with you. But honestly, when you do deep breathing on your own, your body, your chemistry, your makeup, your spirit is totally different than mine. So who knows what you might get out of that? And then the other thing is self-talk. Maybe I'll stick with one. Anyways, we have a few. Dr. Roshan Kumar, welcome to the broadcast. By the way, if you guys have a question for me, sometimes I listen to myself talk and I can't even watch my own videos. Honestly, some people are like that. Who is that? That one actor that played on the what was his name? Anyways, I don't watch a lot of movies anymore, but there's that one actor. There's a few of them that don't like to watch their own movies. They've been asked the question, hey, do you watch your own movie once the movie's done? No, I don't want to watch myself on screen. That's kind of strange. I feel the same way sometimes. When I create videos, I might watch them a little bit, but then I don't know. It's just the way it is. Amen. Hey, Santos, keep up the great work. Thank you. Appreciate that. By the way, if you had a question, you got something you want to ask, or you got a topic you want to bring up, or maybe you want to come on the camera. Want to come on the camera? Let me know. I have interviews once in a while. So in the meantime, I'm going to do a little bit of reading here. I just want to read because time is moving along and I haven't gotten a question. As soon as I get a question, I'll interrupt what I'm doing. Chapter 7, and this is my book, The Little Red Book. If you want to get a copy, it makes a great gift for the holidays. It'll help somebody. I'll put the link for it in a little bit here. You made it to this stage. Well done. Give yourself some credit. You now have the tools and the ability to win over this horrible addiction and regain your life. In this chapter, I'm going to give you the transformation loop. Wow, I'm going to give you my secret sauce, my friend. I'm going to give you the kitchen sink, like they say. No, I'm going to hold that back a little bit. Use it to keep the ball rolling and even make things better. If you ever dream of living the good life, whatever that life is, whatever it may be, right? The good life doesn't have to be a mansion or a an $80,000 car or whatever it could be. It could be just simple peace in your heart every single day for the rest of your life. You know, that could be the dream for many people. Just peace, man. Just peace in the heart for the rest of my life. If you ever dream of living the good life, then this chapter is for you. Without wasting your time, let's get things started. The hard realization. The first stage of transformation is coming to the hard realization of the situation you're presently in. Ouch. That hurts, man. But it doesn't hurt to someone that's wanting to transform, somebody that's wanting to change. You know, in fact, the Bible says, faithful are the wounds of a friend. Faithful are the wounds of a friend. A good friend will hurt you sometimes in a good way, right? People that don't care about you, they'll try to deceive you and they will hurt you big time. But a friend will hurt you because he wants to give you the good stuff and he knows it's going to hurt a little bit. It's called tough love. And we have to be able to withstand that, right? If we're going to grow, if we're going to become better. It's kind of like you got to turn on your belief. You got to turn your belief on. Because if you don't, you know, what happens if you live your life without belief? You know what happens. You end up getting caught up in everybody else's stuff. You end up believing somebody else's stuff. We all have to start somewhere on our journey to success. The start often feels incredible with so much power running through your body. You know, when you're at that place where you know you want to change and you have to change, sometimes it's hard. You've got all these emotions. It's like energy. And, you know, that's what happened to me when I fell. I said, man, I'm moving from here. You know, I'm moving from this depression. I'm moving from this victim, a piojo mindset. You know, if I made $2,000 a month, that was it. That's where as far as my mind went. You know, our minds should be beyond that number. Why? Because we need money to live and we want to help other people, right? Wouldn't it be cool to write a check to somebody for $5,000 or $10,000 or more whenever you wanted to? Give to a charity or just help out a family member that's down and out. The one that's really down and out, not the one that's trying to take advantage of you. I don't know. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I want to acknowledge those of you that are here again. Hafa, welcome to the broadcast. If you guys have a question, you want something, bring it up here. How can I get my motivation back? See, I used to be really hardworking, very motivated when it comes to running my own business, but because of gambling, I've just lost all my motivation to work hard. Does that make sense? It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense, Hoffa, because the drug overtook your mind, right? It is gambling is like a drug. It's a different type of a drug, but yet it changes your mind. It rewires your thinking process. How does it do that? Well, inside our head we have like these freeways, like we drive cars on. We have these freeways that are just a lot of activity going on there. Well, when you start messing around with addiction, with gambling and the slut machines and the casinos, everything about all that place begins to transform what you've got going on. It's like it begins to create different freeways in your head. Next thing you know, you find yourself going in that direction. Um, you I used to be very depressed. I used to go see psychiatrists. In fact, the last time I saw a psychiatrist, he said, "I think you're very well, Santos. I don't think you need any more psychiatrists." So, Hafa, you have to. I think one of the key things is to be around other people that are energetic. Get tools in your life. Create an environment for yourself. We get comfortable, we become depressed, we become lethargic, we lose our energy, we shrivel up, we shrivel up. No, we got to open ourselves up. We got to create environments. We got to have the tools. We have to connect with people that have good energy. You know what I'm talking about there? You get around certain people that have a certain type of energy, man, you feel deflated, you feel defeated, man. You don't even want to be around those people. May God bless them, but I just don't want to be around people like that. I don't care if they're family or whatever. You have to really, really be careful who you associate with, because if they're not wanting to change, and you hang around, like they say, your three closest friends, you will become like them. You become like your surroundings. If they have more inspiration, in other words, if they're stronger people, right? Like they say, the strong are the ones that survive, if that makes sense. Hopefully I've been able to answer that question there. Nick says, Faith K, welcome to the broadcast. Good to see you here. Natalia Donis, I'm sorry. Natalia. Wow, I love that name, Natalia. Happy Veterans Day, Santos. We're listening to you. Thank you for your videos. They help so much. I appreciate that comment. Thank you. Hello, Santos. I am currently depressed. There's something here. I'm going to get to that question here in a minute. How do you like my music in the background, man? Let me see. Can you hear it? Here, I like the credit video. Santos, let me know if you want to do a podcast one day. Credit, it has helped turn my life around. We'll talk about credit. Yes. Credit score, peace of mind. Definitely. Maybe we'll set that up, Nick, and we'll have you on and we can talk about that. I think it's important for us, especially during this COVID-19 experience that we're all going through right now. Is a perfect time to work on your credit. Sadly, most people, 98%, are ruining their credit because out of ignorance. Some people don't even know that they're damaging their credit. They're trying to help other people, other family members. Forget it. And problem gamblers, the worst. I can tell you that from experience. So hopefully, I can guarantee you, Hoffa, if you hang around my videos, if you hang around my broadcasts, you might laugh at me a little bit, but I can tell you, you're going to get energized, my friend. You will get energized. Um, I wish I can touch you guys and just pass some of this energy on, because I'm like a vehicle on drive. I don't have a reverse. Reverse is broken. We have so much time on this planet, friends. We have so much time. We have so much that we can do. We all have talent and ability, and we should have money, especially if we're here in the U.S. We should have the money to be able to do things. And if you don't, then we have to change what's going on up here, because the same mindset that got you into those things, right? The same mindset that got you into the casino, that's not the same mindset that's going to get you out of the casino. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? I think Bob Proctor, Anthony Robbins, Jim Rohn. We know one of the greatest books that were ever written. One of the greatest. I believe the Bible is the greatest book. Think and Grow Rich by Hill. Jesus' name. But Think and Grow Rich. It's a great book. It's a great audio. I've never read the book, but I've listened to the audio on book many, 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 many hours. What makes it much worse? Hey, welcome to the broadcast, Joshua. No one here to help me, so I'm not sure what to do next. Well, you're here. That's good that you're here. I don't think it's a coincidence. What makes it worse is I screwed up back home so long. I moved and changed Texas to change my life, and now I'm screwed. Well, my friend, if you believe that you're screwed, Joshua, if you believe that you're screwed, I'm not here to judge you or anybody else, but I have to talk to myself on a daily basis about many things, and I have to direct myself. Because if I don't direct myself, somebody or something else will. So I'm saying that to you because, Joshua, if you want to believe that you're screwed up, you'll believe that. And guess what? You'll bring more of that into your life, my friend. I call this mind, mouth power in reverse. And I talk a lot about this, mind, mouth power. We all have it. That is the gift of God to you and I, and I've just taken advantage of it in a good way. Nothing wrong with taking advantage of the gifts that God, our Creator, has given us. So right now is an opportunity for you. Yes, it may be hard. You may not have any money. You might be broke. You might be homeless like I was. I don't know where you're at, Joshua, but I know that if you're in the United States, there's always opportunity. It may not be the very best. Hey, I spent like almost close to 6 months I didn't spend 6 months in a shelter back in 2014, but I was in a hotel. Luckily, somebody helped us out financially. We were able to pay for a hotel for, I don't know, a month or so, or it might have been over a month. And I'll tell you, if you live in a hotel, you might think that's nice. No, it's not that nice. And then we went to a shelter. We ran out of money and I was barely scraping along. I lost all that money. I had a lot of money in the bank. A lot of money, my friend. I got through it. I kept up a good attitude. What was I doing during those times? You know what I was doing those times that I was broke? I was writing my books. I was creating videos. I was sharing my pathetic life at that time. I don't think my life is pathetic. Only sometimes. I get bored. Get bored. I can only write so much, but we have to find ways to get out of that slump, right? You got to get out of that you got to remove yourself from that kind of seaweed. That seaweed is not good. Some seaweed is. You need to hang around. I would encourage you to hang around me. Sign up for my email. You get an email from me. I get a couple of videos every week, and we're taking on important topics: how to generate income, how to build a business, how to overcome depression. I'm not really talking too much about how to get away from gambling because that's going to be inside the video anyways. But I want to talk about more of these things that really affect us. How do we deal with depression? How do we deal with the shame and the guilt of having 30 years or 10 or 15 years of stealing from people and lying and hiding and cheating, hiding from the Billy family? There's a lot of torture, my friend, that, because your mind's been hijacked and you have to pull all that back. Yes, it's hard. Yes, could it be a little bit easier? Well, we can make it easier, right? I don't think anything in life is not really easy. It's not hard. It's doable if you're motivated enough. It's doable. But I mentioned something at the beginning of this program, and I'm going to share it here because it has something to do with Joshua. Joshua, I teach something called MMPC, Mind Mouth Power Connection. Yes, I came up with that. I didn't come up with the rituals or the life hacking that goes with that because it's always been around. But I've made it personal for myself, right? And when I talk about this, you can use your mind and your mouth power in the right direction. Most people are talking negatives. They're thinking negative. They're focused on being broke. They talk, I'm screwed. And the more that you say that, the more screwed you get. So you need to kind of shift the way you're talking to yourself. I know this is maybe not what you want to hear, but it's the truth. It's what's going to get you out of that, that swamp that you're in, my friend. You got to start there, right here. You got to win the battle here, at least a little bit. And then you can start planning, okay, with your finances, with your bills, or whatever it is that you've got going on, your job, or you need to work. You need to find a job. But my friend, you got to make up, it's got to be right here first. Because if you don't fix it here and you go out there and try to fix it, what's going to happen? It's going to, that rubber band is going to snap back and it's going to hit you right between the eyes, my friend. I'm hoping I'm making some sense to you, man. So welcome. Thank you for that. Let me know. Okay, you're in Austin, Texas. Okay. I even banned my Bovada poker account. I did everything I could to quit. I feel hopeless, man. Well, that's your emotional state. You're going to feel that. You're going to feel down. You're going to feel that, right? That's normal. That's what we go through. But what is that telling you, right? You don't want to stay there. You don't want to stay depressed. You don't want to be angry. You don't want to feel hopeless. You're going to have to humble yourself a little bit and you're going to have to seek direction. That's what you're going to have to do, man. You're going to have to do what you have to do, my friend. Whether it's call somebody. I offer coaching, one-on-one coaching, but that's for people that, obviously that's an investment. That is an investment. But what I do is I offer you the videos. I give you my emails, I do these programs. You come, hang around, man. Hang around. If you got Wi-Fi and a phone, soak it in, man, because that's what's going to help you subliminally. Help you get out of that rut. Think about it, right? If I wake up and I say to myself, I'm screwed today, man. I'm screwed. You know what? I'm depressed. I don't feel, I'm done. I'm done. I'm just, man, it's over. If I wake up in the morning and I talk to myself like that, and I used to talk to myself that way, I'm toast. I'm toast. We don't have the time. I don't even think we have the privilege to be defeating ourselves anymore. Well, we do have the privilege to do that, but we don't have the time to be doing. We're running out of time. We're running out of life. You know, the casino, running into the casino for, you know what we do, right? We have problems and then we go to the casino to try to uh, escape. I used to do that. I'd be pissed off. I'd have like $500 in my pocket, right? I'd win a jackpot and I'd be so pissed off that I lost half of the jackpot. I'd tell myself, you know what? What the heck? You know what? I'm going to go home broke. And that's what I would do. I would go home broke. I would put my last $500 in the stupid machine. Today, when I wake up in the morning, one of the first things, well, actually, I say it quite a bit to myself, but one of the first things that I tell myself is I remind myself who I am. I remind myself who I am. Who am I? I'm a soldier of self-mastery. I'm the world's #1 problem gambling annihilator. I'm a motivationer. I'm a coach. I'm a breakthrough coach. All these things I just remind myself of every day. Why do I do that? Because that's the thought pattern that I want to have. I want to have that behavior. It's crazy, but that's just the way I think. And it works. It works. That's why I share it in book. That's why I'm sharing with you guys. It starts somewhere. It starts with a decision and can start right here for you. It can start right here for you by simply making a decision and telling yourself, you know what, I hear Santos, he's doing it, right? He's doing it. There's no, yeah, I'm down and out. I've got problems, but you know what? Can you get yourself a piece of paper, right? Can you get yourself a piece of paper and a pen, right? Can you get yourself a piece of paper and a pen? Of course you can. That's a redundant question. And this is where you work it out right here, man. Right here. You know what? What's my plan? What do I want? You know, what do I want? What is it that I really, really want? You know, what is it that Santos Rolon Jr., make it personal, right? Joshua, you're putting in your new journal or whatever, piece of paper. What does Joshua really want? How is Joshua going to get himself out of this situation? Oh, okay, well, I got to get some help. Okay, well, what's my first step in getting help? I can plug into a program online. Hey, I found Soldiers of Self-Mastery. He's pretty good. Seems funny and incredible guy, right? You can get a book. You can go to Gamblers Anonymous if it works for you. But you got to get out of that frame of mind that you're currently in, because if you stay there, I can guarantee you in a couple of days, next week, you come up with some money, you're going to go right back to the casino because that's where your escape is. Horrible place. Faith, you're welcome. You're welcome, Faith. And let me see here. How can one forget about gambling thoughts and joy? Well, again, it's about retraining the mind, because your mind is extremely powerful and it's very effective. God, our creator, did a super fantastic, terrific, over the top job on our brain. Unfortunately, us humans, we are taking it for granted and we're destroying our brain. How are we doing that? Too much movies, too much soda, too much of this, too much of the other thing, and of course, gambling. And we're soaking up all this negative stuff from people. Sometimes we just got to say, you know what? I've had enough. I'm sorry, but I can't go there anymore. Just had enough. And, well, people get offended, right? Sometimes you got to say no to somebody. Oh, well, you got to take care of yourself. Sometimes you got to be selfish. You've been on an airplane, right? They tell you that if you're on an airplane and the cabin drops air pressure, you put on your mask first. Put it on. Be selfish for a little bit. Put it on. Then you can help your mate. In the process of you trying to put yours on and you don't put it on very well and you're trying to struggle with somebody else, you'll die and you might kill that other person. I have to put on my mask, and I work on that every single day. Hopefully I'm doing a good job. I truly appreciate the comments, by the way. Um, so, have you ever? Yes, Joshua. Yes, I got kicked out of my home. I was hiding from the landlord. I was bringing him partial payments, right? You don't bring partial payments to the landlord. You pay him the whole rent. He's part of the Billy family. You know who the Billy family is? The bill collectors. You cannot avoid them, right? They're going to come. Well, we got kicked out, right? We had a nice little home in Manteca, and we had good. They were really good landlords. I mean, they worked with me for a couple of years until they had enough. They said we had enough, and it's done. So I've been there, man. I've been there. The thing is that every difficulty, every problem has an opportunity in it. It doesn't matter what your problem is. There's a seed of opportunity in it. You just have to be willing to believe. You have to be willing to find it. You have to dig deep, and other people may not come to your rescue. Sometimes we want other people to kind of do things for us, and that doesn't work well. Teach a man. I could give you a fish, right? And you'll eat for maybe a couple hours. Fish is pretty good. I don't like fish too much, but I take the fish pill. But what if I taught you how to fish? Would that work for you better? I got to dance to my tune here. You probably can't hear it, but. By the way, thank you guys for being here. We're going to be back here. Look at this. We went over 6 minutes. We're going to be back here on Friday at 7 p.m. coming up, Pacific Standard Time, right? California time. And if you come on Friday, I'll share my three-legged joke with you. I have jokes, a couple. All right, I'm trying to be funny. I used to be a very serious person like my dad. I'm telling you, my friends, life is really, really neat when you're not gambling. It really is. It's just totally neat. Not perfect by any stretch. Not perfect, but it's neat. It is. It feels good. It empowers you. And people give you the respect that you want. People give you the respect that you want when they know that you're no longer, playing with the slut machines or in a casino. I did say casino, Facino. Yes. Why? Because it's a casino and I believe it's all fake. So I call it a casino. All right, my friends, we're getting ready to wind down here. I did want to share just a little bit here with you. Listen, if you're having a difficult time, by the way, breathe deep, because that makes a big difference. Santos, you mean that I'm broke, I lost all my money, and I'm not doing really good, and you're telling me to breathe deeply? Yeah. I mean, what else do you have? And deep breathing not only will lower your blood levels, hopefully keep your blood pressure. Gamblers have high blood pressure. It'll make tiny internal adjustments when you deep breathe, Especially you hold it at the top a little bit. You can get very creative with deep breathing. I'm telling you, if you try this, you're gonna really get into a habit of it. You do it throughout the day. It's therapy. And it can also be a good distraction for you when you're going through something that could trigger a bad action. You stop and you remind yourself, deep breathe. 3 times. You know what? Just do it 3 times. I like to breathe in. I like to hold it. And when I'm holding it, I'm thinking, you know what? I'm breathing in positive. I'm breathing in strength. I'm breathing in vision. I'm breathing in confidence. And when I blow out air, I'm releasing the toxins, whatever they may be, bad thoughts. Maybe I got angry at my daughter, or I had a vicious fight with my wife or something, you know. Oh, we don't have those anymore. We have they're not so vicious these days. But my point is, let go, right? Let go. You've got anger, you've got depression, you've got suppression, you've got obsession, and you're broke. Find tools, find the life hacks that are going to help you keep your mind moving in the right direction. Were those 5 benefits? Oh, there's more benefits to deep breathing. Okay, I'm not going to get into the other one because I've said enough on this broadcast tonight. I've said enough on this broadcast tonight to make about 5 or 10 videos. I do want to thank those of you that have spent, the past 40 minutes with me here. You've made my night. It's an honor and a privilege to be here internationally, sharing some of my pathetic past, but my new present journey. And I'm going to help you. I promise. Listen, I promise to help each and every one of you, whoever you are, as long as you do your part. Hey, come to the YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share videos, leave comments, find books, find friends, make new friends, force yourself out of that comfort zone, because great things are not done. Great things are not built from the comfort zone, right? From the potato sack. The car doesn't get washed. The groceries, that nice T-bone steak will not fry itself in the pan. I like T-bone steak once in a while. Some red potatoes and some broccoli, steamed broccoli. Those things are not going to put themselves in the bowl or in the plate by themselves. You got to get out there, right? You got to get out of the couch. You got to get in your car, drive. You got to do things and make things happen. Chris Silva, welcome. Hello. I'll hang out here for a little bit if you guys want me to hang out. I'm not going to do any more talking. I'm going to try to step back from that here a little bit. But if you have a question, ask. I'll give you a few more minutes here. I'm going to change my beat here because this is some awesome music I've got in the background. And YouTube likes to ding me. But hopefully, I'm working on getting the license so I can play my kind of music that I want to play in the background. Listen, my friends, the Red Book is back on Amazon. I believe it's a great book. I believe it's a good gift, and it's a great tool if you use it. With every subscription, it supports the mission. It continues to help me, to help other people. And you can get one book. You can get 2 of them. They make great gifts. All right. GABA, the Gambling Addiction Breakthrough Academy, is in remodel. I'm looking forward to the new enhanced, completely refinished and refurbished Gambling Addictions Breakthrough Academy online. That's the first program, the first international program of its kind. Was created by myself, my coach, my personal engineer and coach, also Cephas. And we've had some help with some other people, but we've had to break it down and rebuild it. The GABA is going to be a tool that's very effective for you if you want to do something privately in your own home, wherever you are. As long as you have a computer and Wi-Fi, you'll be able to go through. There's bonuses. There's going to be great videos. There's going to be an accountability program in there to help people that join, because you need accountability. We all do. I know we don't like it, but we all need accountability. So that's coming. And eventually we are going to be putting some t-shirts up pretty soon. We've got that we've been working on for several months. I want to put up a couple t-shirts on the website. So maybe you'd like to sport a Soldiers of Self-Mastery t-shirt. I don't know. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. So stay in touch right there. If you want to stay in touch, email. And we are going to be, fear not, for I am with you. Hey, Evelyn Rodriguez, welcome to the broadcast. I'm glad you guys, I'm surprised I'm getting a good turnout today. So we might end up coming back next Wednesday. Talk to the money and tell your mind, and you're not leaving me. Exactly. I mean, how ridiculous it would be. I remember this guy, he said, talk to your wallet. If your wallet is empty, talk to your wallet. You know, Anthony Robbins, the famous Anthony Robbins, he talks about the reticular activating system. I didn't even know what that was. When you begin to focus on stuff, when you begin to focus on something that you really want, you know what happens, right? It just seems to be magically appearing somehow, or it kind of creates a path for you to reach that thing, right? You think about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you go take a shower. No, Santos, it's the other way around. You think about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you're going to go make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? If you think about getting in the shower, if you think about getting in the bath, you think about it, right? And your body tends to follow sometimes. Of course, those are natural habits that are built in over time. So it's just like autopilot. You start thinking shower, boom, your body goes right to it, right? Or a good meal. You got to remember mind, mouth, power. You get this. Listen, if you get what I'm sharing with you here on this broadcast, I'm going to stay here for a little bit longer. If you get what I'm sharing with you about mind, mouth, power, yours, you're going to begin to experience breakthroughs right here and right now. It'll happen. Just simply by talking and by changing the way you think. It'll change everything. I didn't know this. I thought, man, I got to get myself in a rehabilitation center. So I did for like 3 years. I didn't know that I could work on my mind. Back then, I didn't know this, right? So I went to a rehab for this was before 2014. So I got a history. Alcoholism. Of course, I defeated alcohol many years ago. I was in the military, and it was bad. I was a big time drinker, and I did some damage to my liver a little bit. Not too much, but I managed to get away from that. I still struggle with, well, I don't say I struggle. I might struggle with a few other things, right? But the main thing is that you get yourself in control, and you believe you're in control. See, you got to get yourself to that state of mind where you believe you are in total control, and you speak to the circumstances. Like Evelyn says, you speak to the wallet, you have to believe, you have to get yourself in that state. And I'm telling you, my friends, this is fantastic stuff. I wish I would have known this when I was like 12 or 13. You know, mind, mouth, power, how I could use my own mouth, my own words, my own speech to move myself in the direction that I want. And then when you include your thoughts, man, you're talking about a dynamo. That is it's power. It's power. But you have to get to that place where you recognize what you have. So you have to recognize it. If you don't recognize it, mind, mouth, power, MMPC, what's no big deal. You know, you're focused on your problems. You're focused on, you got to open up. What is this mind, mouth, power? Do I really have it? Of course you do. Hey, Jim. Well, you know what? You haven't lost your life, Joshua. Okay? You haven't lost your life, man. That's what's important. You've got your life. And believe me, you know, it takes courage. It takes courage to do what you guys are doing. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys are really focused on what I'm doing here, but it takes courage to do what you're doing. Honestly, it does. To be on this program for as long as you have, give yourself some credit. You know what? Recognize that if you can get yourself to do this thing that you're doing right here, to stand at 30 minutes with me on, you can get yourself to do those other things that you need to be doing that are going to help you become free, give you peace of mind, you know, help you get along better with other people. I love what Stephen Covey. I think one of the things that I learned from Stephen Covey, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, is that you can be extremely patient with yourself and with other people anytime you want to. I learned that from Wayne Dwyer too, or Wayne Dyer. I believe they both have passed away. I know Stephen Covey has. You can be patient with yourself anytime you want. You can be patient with other people anytime you want. Well, Joshua, let me ask you this. I want to get a little close with Joshua here since you're still on the program. You know what? You have courage to be here. You're here at a positive source, brother. Okay? You should, if I was you right now, you know what I would be doing? Honestly, I would be taking notes of the thoughts that come to you. I would be taking notes because you're getting thoughts. They're coming through your head, and one of those thoughts might be the ticket to help you get to that next place or whatever it is that you want to do. That's why it's important I talk about taking notes. That's why it's important I talk. If you really want to get the most out of this program, you have to participate and you have to focus. You have to shut the radio off, turn the TV off, turn the distractions, close the door, and be present. Become consciously aware right now, right here. Be present. Smell the rose. Let's look at the flowers. Let's smell the roses right here, right now. Every problem has an opportunity. That's what you have to look for. If you keep telling yourself you're done, if you keep telling yourself your life is over, if you keep telling yourself that you screwed up, how is that going to help you? Really think about that for a moment. How is that going to help you if you keep telling yourself that, right? How is it going to help you? Well, it could possibly motivate you, maybe get you angry. Maybe that might be a motivation for you to change, right? It could. Or you can begin to start telling yourself, okay, I'm busted, but I don't have to stay here busted. I still have my hands. I still have my feet. I still have my mouth. I still have my eyes, my brain. I can work. I can find a job. I don't care if it's, cleaning windows at the gas station, whatever it takes, whatever you have to do. It's available for you. Joshua, if you have an email, send me your email. I'd like to send you a copy of my book. It's a tool. I believe it's a great tool if you'll use it. It's like I offer help to people sometimes, and I understand you guys are believe me, I understand. If you're talking to me about problem gambling and losing, I went through over $250,000 in less than probably 3 years. Right during that period, back up 2014. You want to talk about money? I got an inheritance, $250,000 in less than 3 years. Bought a brand new car, $25,000, and I was just blowing money. It hurts when I think about it. And that's just a small portion of the money that I blew. It hurts me. But I had to let go of that immediately. I cannot hold on to that. I had to learn very quickly what the Bible says. Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. I had to learn that very quickly because I'll tell you something. When you lose $250,000, man, that's like suicide kind of stuff. People commit suicide for losing a lot less than that. But you have to get yourself out of that state of mind. Because you're operating the mind mouth power. You're operating this in reverse. So turn it around to work for you. this and this. And I'll tell you, you might be broke, but you can get a piece of paper and a pen. You can get this. This is kind of where it started for me too. I just kept writing, man. I was so depressed. I just kept writing over and over. I would fill up notepads, notepads, uh, on top of notepads, notepads on top of notepads, man. And I didn't know any better. I heard from somebody, Santos, just write, write out your future, write out the life that you want, write it out on paper, just write it out, keep writing it out. I've got more books and I just keep writing. Some of these are full, some of them are empty. And a lot of them I've thrown away. I've got more. I'm telling you, my friend, what I'm sharing with you is like $1,000,000 information. But if you don't open your mind to it, it's going to bypass you. It's going to go right over your head like an airplane. It's going to go right over your head like a pigeon, like a big eagle, fly right over your head. Let the eagle land on your head. And of course, you don't want a big eagle landing on your head. Figuratively speaking, you want that power. You want that grace. You want that grip, to grab onto something new, like a pit bull. Make it happen, man. You can. I'm doing it, and believe me, if it wasn't for the Navy helping me out when I owe big gratitude to the veterans, the VA. So, and I give. So again, I want to thank you guys. You guys are here. Here, Jim. Jim says, most of us have been suicidal. I'd imagine over gambling, it does feel that bad. I was suicidal too, man. I'm glad I didn't think on those thoughts because, again, right, you become what you think about. Oh, what is his name? Think and Grow Rich, Hill. For some reason, I'm missing part of his name. His last name is Hill, but Think and Grow Rich. Okay, Joshua says, I'm born again Christian, and I know God is disappointing, but he forgives me. Well, if you're a true believer, Joshua, if you are a true believer, yes, God forgives the true believer, right? That's what the Bible teaches, his elect. He forgives their sins. But we have to learn how to forgive ourselves. We have to learn how to use the tools that God has given us. God also says, go and sin no more. He tells us, go and sin no more, right? What is that? Is that just, those are commands. We have to really pay attention to the Proverbs. I'm not a religious person. I don't go to church, but I do read the Bible. I meditate on a proverb every day. A proverb a day. Let me see, helps keep the spirit healthy all the way. This is soul food. So anybody that picks up the Bible, I'm not a scholar. You pick up the Bible and you read and let God speak to you through the Bible. That's what I would say. But I'm not here to debate, with anybody about religion and stuff like that. A lot of people debate and they get into arguments. Not me, man. I'm just going to live my life peacefully. And so you've had a 4-year test run, and now you can do it. Tip your hat to your cousins, but accept it's never going to work for you. So I'm not too sure. You've had a 4-year test run. Cousin. Oh, somebody. What was it? He says, Santos, send me $5,000 real quick and I'll be cured. $5,000? You know, $5,000 isn't really a lot of money. But there are many charities right now giving away money. Believe me, you know, if you put your mind to work, and some people might take advantage of things like this and they'll abuse it, right? They'll get money and then they'll go gamble. But there are many organizations right now that are helping people. So, you know, there's no excuse for us. Really, there isn't. We got to get off the potato couch, man. You know, the potato chip eating couch. You got to get off of that thing because after a while, it's just, you know, you'll get a couch sore. People with couch sores, they still stay there. I don't know. Maybe I'm not making any sense there. But Nick says, what does Nick say? He says, taking people's money is such a nasty way to get money. Yeah, and you think, you know, every time that you go to the casino, if you win, I would remind myself of this because it makes you feel like crap. If you win a big jackpot, you know how many old people in that place, or generally the older people are the ones that get hit the most. How many old people left their money there for you to walk out of there with a jackpot, right? Does that make you feel good when you're driving home, man, I won a jackpot? But yet you remind yourself how many people went broke, how many are not going to pay their rent, or they lost their grocery money, or now they got to face the Billy family. Yeah, so okay. Coming down to the wire here, man. Got to play the best my best non-copyrighted. Here we go. Okay, we're coming up here soon. Yeah, it's taking money from its misery. Yeah, I mean it see, we're just so deceived. We're believing so many lies that we don't see the truth of what we're saying here. Most people do not see. 98 to 99% of the people won't see the truth. They're blind. You know, people are walking around in a hypnotic trance. Yes. Have you ever gone? I think it's pretty funny when you see these people on a stage being hypnotized, right? They turn into spiders and monkeys, and they just do real funny stuff, and it's kind of funny. I mean, it almost doesn't look real, but yet it is real. If you're not careful, my friend, you might be walking around hypnotized from the casino. And it's a reality. You're going to have to break that trance. You have to break that trance you're going to have to rehypnotize yourself with something different because that trance can be very strong. Can be very strong. Well, we will be back here. I'm going to take one more question. I'm going to take one more question and we're going to come to the end of the broadcast. I truly want to thank all of you. Wow, we've had quite a bit of an audience today. So I thank you. I thank you. I appreciate all of you. And I truly hope that you've gotten something, that you didn't come here and waste your time. Because I don't come here to waste my time. I'm going to be back here on Friday, which is in a couple days. It's been an exciting week, my friends. It's been challenging. It's been difficult, but it's been a very exciting week. And I'm so grateful for all the things that are happening. Delayed projects, things not coming through, people letting me down. It's all good, man. You know, it's all good. We're going to go forward either way. Yes, we are. Stick with me. I promise to help you stay free. Get free and stay free. Sounds like the maxi pads, huh? Hey, lay you down. I'm here at the Oak Park playing tennis right now. Right on. We were supposed to be walking at the park, but I don't know if I'm going to be doing it tonight because it's already a little bit late. So once again, I want to thank Joshua for being here. My friend, I've given you some opportunity. Soldiersofselfmastery.com is my website. You can connect with me and, we can go from there. There are resources available. You have to take advantage. You have to take action now, my friend. Today. Jim, welcome. Thank you for being here. Jim West, Lei Yadao, Michael Ratzenstein. Thank you for being here. If I missed you, I apologize. May God richly bless you too, my friend. My cool one, Paul Faith K. I like that name. And there was a few others that were here. The Australian Health Show on YouTube. Got to get back to work, he says. Nick, shout out to Nick in Chicago. Nicola, I consider him a partner, not in crime, but in time. And let me see. No partner in crime, but partner in time. Sublime. Up to par. We're going to go far because we're breaking through. We're no longer being fooled like Fu Manchu. I don't know. Maybe it was Fu Manchu being fooled. I don't know. So, Faith. And I know I get silly sometimes. Don't mind me. It's just being in front of the camera. That's what happens. And Faith. Shitu Lalau Waziri. I might have missed you here. A friend of mine always tell me that he could stop soccer gambling whenever he remembered the winnings without minding the losing, even though he greatly losing. Yeah. Well, if you think loss, if you think loser mindset, you're going to get loser lifestyle. You have to change and become success mindset, winning mindset, right? And again, it's not about all the money in the world and mansions and fine cars. That's not what it's about. It's about peace. It's about patience, and it's about integrity and strength. Remember that, my friend. Mind, mouth, power, connection. Build it and use it for yourself. Build it and use it for yourself. All right, we're coming down here. Let me finish up. Who else was here? There's a few other people. Evelyn Rodriguez, thank you for joining us tonight, and I hope the best for each and every one of you guys. Chris Silva, I hope the best for each and every one of you guys. It is Thursday. It is Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. My friend, be alert. Keep an eye out, and turn on your belief. I'll see you on the next episode. I salute you, Santos Jr., Stockton, California, soldiersofselfmastery.com.